Yo, what is up, guys? This is Frost Explains, and today we will look all the theories and fan assumptions of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. And at the end of every theory, I will give a conclusion and success rate that whether it is expectable or not. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into the video. One of the most popular theories and assumptions about Resident Evil 9 Requiem is that Leon S. Kennedy is infected. We still don't know which virus could be causing Leon's infection, but in the trailer we can clearly see marks on Leon's body. Although these marks could simply be signs of aging, many fans believe they are infection marks. In Resident Evil 9 Requiem, Leon is around 50 to 51 years old. One popular assumption links this to Resident Evil 4, where Leon was infected by Las Plagas. Leon successfully removed the parasite from Ashley Graham, but when it was Leon's turn, he fainted and Ashley cured him instead. Fans question how a 20-year-old student with no medical knowledge could completely remove Leon's parasite. Because of this, some believe that Ashley removed most, but not all, of the parasite. According to this theory, Leon never noticed the remaining traces, allowing the parasite to adapt, change its structure according to Leon's DNA, and slowly affect him over time. I personally do not believe that Leon is infected by Las Plagas in Resident Evil 9. The success rate of this theory is only around 40 to 45%. One major reason is that Resident Evil 9 is centered around Elpis, a new virus, so there is little reason for Capcom to bring back an older virus from previous games. In almost every new Resident Evil title, we have seen a new virus emerge. Because of this, while the theory is interesting, it is unlikely to be fully true. Before explaining theory number 2, let's first understand the new virus emerging in Resident Evil 9 Requiem. The new virus introduced in Resident Evil 9 is known as Elpis. In Greek mythology, Elpis means hope, expectation, or anticipation. This suggests that the virus's name is inspired by Greek mythology. In theory number 2, Leon S. Kennedy is infected by Elpis and is actively searching for a cure. This is where Grace Ashcroft comes into the story. It is assumed that Grace carries the antibodies to the Elpis virus. Victor Gideon is aware of this, which is why he kidnaps Grace to further upgrade and evolve the virus. After learning that Grace carries the antibodies for Elpis, Leon returns to his nightmare, Raccoon City. Leon's mission is to save Grace Ashcroft so that he and many others can finally be cured. I think this theory carries significant weight and has the potential to shape the overall plot of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. The success rate of this theory is around 60 to 70%. We already know that Victor Gideon wants Grace Ashcroft in order to improve the Elpis virus. In the trailer, we hear a woman say, "Dr. Gideon is expecting you."
Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
This strongly suggests that Leon S. Kennedy has already met Victor Gideon. During this meeting, Victor may have infected Leon with Elpis. By this point, Leon is no longer just a normal human. He is a surviving host of multiple past viral exposures. Because of this, Gideon may want to observe how Elpis performs on a host who has survived previous virus-related infections. This could explain why Leon becomes central to the virus's evolution and why Gideon sees him as the perfect test subject. At the end of Resident Evil Village, we see Chris Redfield rescue Rose Winters and Mia Winters. The protagonist of Resident Evil 8, Ethan Winters, sacrifices himself, destroying the Megamycete and all mold-based creatures. However, during the ending, one of Chris's team members notices something disturbing. The BSAA did not send normal soldiers. Instead, they sent a bioweapon. This discovery leads Chris to begin investigating the BSAA. But did you notice something important? The eyes of that bioweapon look exactly the same as the zombies shown in the trailer of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. According to this theory, Chris Redfield and Leon S. Kennedy are working together to uncover what kind of bioweapons these creatures really are. As the investigation continues, Leon discovers that the virus is connected to Raccoon City. During this search, Leon also learns about Grace Ashcroft and realizes that she may be the key to curing Elpis. Determined to stop the outbreak, Leon sets out to find her. I think this theory could be true, and its success rate is around 50 to 55%. This theory is a good way to continue the Resident Evil series by connecting it to the last game and providing a clear story continuation. You guys can say this theory is crazy, but according to Resident Evil 8 ending, the BSAA has gone rogue. The BSAA were created to protect humanity from bioterrorism. They were meant to stop outbreaks, destroy bioweapons, and make sure disasters like Raccoon City never happened again. For a long time, they were seen as the good guys, but recent events in the Resident Evil timeline suggest something much darker. The theory is simple but disturbing. The BSAA has gone rogue. This idea became much stronger after the ending of Resident Evil Village. In the final scenes, BSAA soldiers arrive at the battlefield, but when you look closely, they don't appear to be normal humans. Their bodies and movements suggest they are actually bioorganic weapons, controlled mutations being used as soldiers. This is a huge turning point for the series. The organization that was created to destroy BOWs is now actively using them. According to this theory, the BSAA justifies these actions under the name of global security. As outbreaks become stronger and viruses more advanced, they believe regular humans are no longer enough. So instead of stopping bioweapons, they decided to perfect and weaponize them. Efficiency replaced morality. This is where Leon S. Kennedy comes into focus. In Resident Evil 9 Requiem, Leon may not just be fighting infected creatures, he may be uncovering the truth about the system he once served. The theory suggests Leon discovers classified BSAA projects, illegal experiments, controlled outbreaks, and sanctioned bioweapon soldiers. What makes this even worse is that everything is happening legally, hidden behind authority and classified files. Unlike Umbrella, the BSAA doesn't see itself as evil. It believes its actions are necessary for survival, and that makes it far more dangerous. I think this theory is false, because if you have played Resident Evil Revelations 2 and know its story, you'll remember that TerraSave was also targeted in a similar way. Based on past mistakes, I would say this theory's success rate is around 35 to 40%. One of the darkest and most interesting theories for Resident Evil 9 Requiem is the idea that Leon S. Kennedy may no longer be just the hero of the story, but also a danger within it. According to this theory, Leon could be infected or altered in a way that doesn't fully turn him into a monster, but slowly pushes him out of control. At certain moments in the game, Leon may experience blackouts or time skips. Players could regain control only to discover that something terrible has already happened, enemies killed, locations destroyed, or civilians harmed, with Leon having no memory of it. This would create a constant sense of uncertainty, making players question Leon's actions and their consequences. I think this theory is good. According to it, if Leon becomes a potential threat, there's a strong chance that other characters such as Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine, or Rebecca Chambers could appear. I believe these characters may try to save Leon from Elpis, with Grace Ashcroft helping them. Based on this, I think this theory has a 60–70% success rate. So, guys, these were all the Resident Evil 9 theories that I found interesting, and that could possibly be true. But keep in mind, these are all fan-made theories, so if any of them turn out to be wrong, I apologize in advance. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video. This gesture motivates me to make more content like this. Till then, see ya!